Hey y'all! Today we're making some Creole-style Louisiana stuffed shrimp. They're famous for being served on Christmas Eve during the after midnight mass Creole celebration we call Réveillon. But stuffed shrimp can definitely be served during any special occasion or no special occasion at all. So let's get started. We start with some good-sized fresh Gulf shrimp. These are 10-count shrimp, meaning around 10 shrimp in a pound. Let's start by removing the heads. Turn the shrimp over and separate the head at the base of the joint where the head meets the body. The bend between the head and body is very clear. Just puncture, twist, and pull. I work in steps, so I usually remove all the heads, then remove all the shells, then remove all the intestinal tract. Whatever way works best for you, use it. Next, use a pair of sharp pointed scissors to pierce the flesh at the head about 1/8 inch from the spine into the flesh, and cut along the curve of the spine. Cut all the way to the swimmerets. For stuffed shrimp, we want the tail swimmerets attached, so be careful when you're cutting. Remove the shells. When we reach the swimmeret, stabilize the swimmerets by holding with one hand and carefully peeling the shell from around the swimmeret with the other. Now, it's time to remove the intestinal tract. Open the flesh along the cut in the spine that you made with the scissors. There will usually be a black vein that runs from head to tail. You can use your fingers to remove this vein. Even if the tract is empty, remove the vein. When I do this at the sink, I run a stream of water to assist with removal. You may need to use your knife to open the flesh a bit more to help make it easier to get all of the vein. Once all the shrimp are peeled and deveined, we are going to cut the muscles and straighten the shrimp so they don't curl or shrink during cooking. Flip the shrimp over on its spine and use a sharp knife to make 2 to 4 shallow cuts on the inside curve of the shrimp. Use your fingers to press the shrimp flat on a cutting board. This breaks the muscle and gives a pretty straight shrimp. Just be careful not to go too deep with your cuts so the shrimp don't fall apart. Now season the shrimp with some Creole seasoning. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and refrigerate at least 2 hours before using. We want to allow enough time for the seasoning to penetrate the shrimp. Now to make our stuffing, we start with some sliced green onion. To the green onion, we add some minced garlic, some chopped parsley, a bit of Creole mustard, some cayenne pepper, some coarse or cracked black pepper, celery seed, a bit of table salt, some Worcestershire sauce or however you pronounce it, lemon juice, and melted butter. And we want to stir to combine. To this mixture, carefully add our Gulf blue crab that we've looked through and removed any bits of shell. Because this is stuffing and fresh crab is easy to come by here, we can use fresh picked white crab meat. We don't need jumbo lump or lump. But if you're using canned crab meat, you definitely need to use the lump crab meat. Once the crab has been folded in, we start adding our finely crushed butter crackers. These are Townhouse, but you can use any butter flavor cracker you can find. Add about 1/2 cup of the crackers at a time and fold into the crab mixture. You want enough crackers added that the stuffing comes together into a moist ball and you can actually shape it into a patty that holds together on its own. There is no egg in this stuffing, so you really need to get the consistency of the stuffing right. Next, we blanch our shrimp in some boiling hot water for about a minute until they become light pink. Blanching helps prevent the steam from rupturing the outer coating of the stuffed shrimp when deep frying. After blanching, immediately put the shrimp in a cold water bath to stop the cooking. Then lightly dry the shrimp off by dabbing with paper towels. The next step is to stuff our shrimp. We take a couple tablespoons of the stuffing and make a patty. Lay a shrimp in the center of the patty with the tail hanging free. Then close the stuffing around the patty and shape so that the stuffing surrounds the shrimp body completely. You hands are your friends in this step, so don't be afraid to mold. All of the shrimp except the tail should be covered with the stuffing. Stuff all the shrimp and refrigerate while heating the oil and making the wash and the dredge. For the wash, we combine 1 large egg, some milk, and some Creole seasoning. Our flour dredge can be made several ways. Use all flour in seasoning, use half flour and half cornmeal in seasoning, use 3/4 flour and 1/4 cornstarch and seasoning. This is what I'm using because my testers like their stuffed shrimp pretty crunchy on the outside. Just remember, different variations of coating will have a different texture and final look. Then coat in the egg wash. Return to the dredge and cover completely. Deep fry at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes until golden brown. While the shrimp are frying, let's make some remoulade. We start with mayonnaise and add grated, not chopped, grated shallot, sweet pickle relish, white pepper, and some paprika. Mix these together and serve with the golden fried stuffed shrimp. And there you have it, Creole-style Louisiana stuffed shrimp with remoulade. If you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as a part of our Creole and Cajun cooking community. Ingredients and measurements for Creole stuffed shrimp and remoulade can be found in the description box. And remember, when you mix a little bit of Creole with a little bit of Cajun, that's good eating. See y'all next time.